to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and welcome to episode 116 of the Dreaming of Disney podcast. I am with my beautiful wife, Adrienne.
That's my name. Yes, you almost forgot.
I would never forget.
I hope not.
Never have I ever forgotten your name.
Ooh, nice one. Nice.
We
segue.
are 1 week away from being in Disneyland. I go. That's when you're supposed to chime in,
Well,
but you put something in your mouth instead.
I started eating a cookie. Yes.
You're too far away from the microphone.
No, it's. I think my mouth is like touching the microphone.
No, okay, you're just quiet.
I'm quiet. Fix it. There we go. Yeah. Well, from when this drops, is available to listen to, we will be in Disneyland. When it drops, a week from then.
We usually get a much earlier start to this.
Thinking kids on summer break.
Well, now also Jack goes to bed later.
Yeah.
Even when they were on break, Jack would stay up later, and it just threw us off. And now it's like after 9 o'clock, and it's like we should be in bed.
We're old. We're
watching our shows.
So now we'll do that much later, and then we will be tired tomorrow. Well, the thing that's a little easier now, though, is one, we have a bigger house now. So before, the kids' room was pretty much right off of the living room, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if Jack would have stayed up late and all three boys shared a room, there was like nowhere for him to go but the living room, where now he has his own room. It's upstairs. We can be downstairs. So if he is still up, it's like a little easier.
That's true.
Nobody cares. None of the kids care about the
I know. First they're like, oh, we want to be on it.
They used to ask constantly.
No, they don't
constantly.
care.
And now they're teens and preteens and they're over it. They might want to when we come back from our trip. I don't know. It's been a year since we've been to Disneyland. Together as a family. A little over with Georgia. The boys, it's been a year. 9 months since I've been to Disneyland, which is the longest stretch in a very long time. Probably since between Jack and Noah.
Yeah.
So like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, the last few years we were going like
every 6 months.
Sometimes more.
Which technically, well, yeah. Like, what was it last year? That was our record? Because we went for Rogers. Was that last summer? No, that was 2 summers ago.
Oh,
it was 2 summers ago because we went for Splash Mountain. Then we went for Rogers. Then I think we ended up going for our anniversary because we had to postpone our Disney World trip.
That's right.
So we went a lot.
Yeah.
I went with my sister in January.
That's right. Yeah.
That January before Splash Mountain because we thought it was going to close, and then went with friends in February. Yeah, that year. What was that? 20?
Oh, yeah.
20. What year? So 2023.
2023.
But I mean, we did just go to Disney World in the end of January, but
that's true.
It's been such a whirlwind since then. It feels like a long time. I don't know. But
Yeah. It was that trip. It was just a lot because we went to Disney. We bought a house, went to Disney World, signed for our house, came home, moved into
a couple days later. Yeah,
moved into our house.
Also, we all
and then we
got
did
sick in Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and we had planned the Disney World trip when we thought we weren't going to be able to move.
Mm-hmm. They were like, no, we'll do it anyways.
And so, well, because by then it was like plane tickets were bought. Like when everything came together for the house, it was like, okay, it's too late now. Like,
Yeah.
anyways, not the point. I had an idea.
Yeah.
And I rarely have ideas about anything, really. But
That's not true.
actually, I had a great hack today. I came up with a great hack that I will share now.
Did you tell me about this?
Well, yeah, you picked it up. Okay. When we go, we'll have to make a reel, even though we could make a reel now because we have so much video of Georgia with bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Because bubbles just make for a great picture and great video. Like it just does. And I know there's families who hate the bubbles. We love them. They keep her entertained. And
Well, I don't know if we love them. She loves them.
okay, she loves them. But I honestly love seeing how happy it makes other kids.
Yeah.
I love when a kid has a bubble blower and other kids like come running to dance in the bubbles. Like I think it's just so sweet and cute when you're walking behind bubbles in your face and when you're walking behind bubbles and they're blowing in your face. Yeah, it gets annoying. But like it's something so simple and like kids that you don't even know will just like come up and like play in the bubbles. And I just think it's sweet and I enjoy it. So Georgia goes through, she usually doesn't even want anything else. She's getting older, so she probably will. But she just wants the bubbles. And we get so many refills of bubbles. So many. And they're not expensive, but we get a lot. This trip isn't as long as our last trip because in Disney World, we were there for a week. So we went through so many.
Yeah.
But this morning we were out in the backyard playing with bubbles. And she had just got a little thing at Target yesterday. And I was thinking, oh, I got to start packing. I got to get her bubble blower out because I'm not going to buy her a new one, just take it. And I thought, oh my goodness, Target sells huge jugs of bubbles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And while they're not expensive at Disneyland, they're like $2, $2.50 or something like that. But if you're buying them multiple times, so we got a humongous, what is it, like a gallon?
It's like a gallon of bubbles.
For $4 and change.
That's cheaper than a gallon of milk. Milk, bubbles.
And then I'm like, we could just fill up a couple water bottles and, write on them to make sure no kids drink them.
Don't drink this.
Don't drink this.
Mommy, this water tastes funny.
And
soapy.
And just refill from there. It saves like at least $3.
At least.
But then, so I mean, is it the convenience worth the savings? Maybe not. But I wanted more bubbles for home anyway because you know how kids are with little things of bubbles and they get knocked over and they spill and then you're like, oh my God, my bubbles.
Yeah.
So if you care about saving even a couple of dollars, there you go. And then you have more.
You don't
at
have
home.
to be like, oh, now we got to go find some bubble refills.
Mama's got her gallon. Mama's got the gallon. Just pour. If I just take the whole thing, what?
I'm serious about our bubbles.
They look in the bottom of the stroller. Yeah. Is there a problem? Anyways, okay. But my idea was because I think it was on Pinterest. Maybe it was Facebook. I don't know. A Never Have I Ever Disney World edition.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to you and I was like, oh, we could do it. It's Disney World, but blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like I could make up one. Muffin? The cat is playing with my headphones cord and it's making noises. If I made one myself, I feel like it would be a little biased because it would just be hard to not put in things that I've never done because maybe I don't even think of the things that I've never done. Anyone who's listened to us for a while know what we named her after? We named her Muffin. Okay. So then you were like, you could ask Chat GPT, otherwise known as the Entity.
The Entity. What's that from? Oh, Mission Impossible. That's right.
That's what I like to think of it as, the entity.
It's going to take over the world.
Yep. So I did, and it came up with a lot. So I thought we could go through them. You could play along at home. It also asked if I wanted to do a couples edition. We'll see how we're doing on time. Those we will probably pretty much tie on that one.
Because we go to
Because we are a couple. So it'd be like, you've done this as a couple. And you say no, and I say yes. But we'll see. So anyways, it broke it down into categories. So I have a doodle pad here.
Okay.
And we can keep track and see who loses, who wins and who loses. So you get a point if you have never done it.
So the person with the least amount of points wins.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. It says one person reads a statement. If you have done the thing, you put, they're doing it a different way. They're saying if you have 10 fingers up, then one person reads a statement. If you have done the thing, you put a finger down. The last person with fingers up wins. That doesn't make sense. Again, I would like to remind everyone, if you listened to our walk through, let's have the entity plan our Disney Day episode, that it told us to get on the People Mover at Disneyland.
Well, technically the People Mover used to be at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So from what I would understand, if you've never done it, you get a point.
okay.
So then if you have the most points, you lose.
Yes.
Okay. So the first category is rides and attractions.
Okay.
Never have I ever ridden Space Mountain.
I have.
We both have, obviously.
done that. So
Never have I ever screamed on the Incredicoaster.
we've both done that.
Never have I ever been stuck on a ride. Both done that.
Yeah.
Never have I ever ridden Haunted Mansion at night. You haven't. I have. So
yeah,
you get a mark.
I get a mark.
Never have I ever gotten wet on Splash Mountain. We both have.
We've both done that. Yeah.
Never have I ever closed my eyes during Indiana Jones.
When I was a kid, I did.
Yeah, I did too. So we've done it. So we don't get a point.
Yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever watched the Phantasmic show. We have.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the end of rides and attractions. Again, this is ChatGPT. So if this is lame, we're blaming.
Well, I don't think it's lame. It's just that we go so much. So we've done like all the things.
But those were pretty like, have you ever? Yeah, okay. Foods and treats.
Okay.
Food and treats. Never have I ever eaten a Mickey shaped pretzel.
I have.
We both have.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever had a Dole Whip. I have. You have.
I haven't because I don't like pineapple.
Like pineapple. Never have I ever tried the blue milk in Galaxy's Edge.
I have.
We have. I have. Never have I ever had breakfast with a Disney character.
We have.
We have now. Last one in this category. Never have I ever brought my own snacks into the park.
All the time.
We have. Yesterday I saw someone asking on the Disney World. I think it was a Disney World, or maybe it was just a pass holder group or whatever. Like, any tips for character breakfast? And I was like, take plastic bags
Yeah.
and load up on the Mickey waffles for snacks throughout the day.
Oh man, I'm just that. I mean, it was fun. It was super cute, but man, was that expensive?
I don't know how much, and I don't want to know, but the food was so good. But our kids were getting over being sick and weren't hungry.
Yeah, nobody ate.
Except for me.
Nobody ate.
I ate, and I could have eaten more.
And I'm not a breakfast person, so I'm usually not very hungry in the morning.
Yeah.
And so
It was good.
it was so expensive for how little. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, just anyways, let's move on.
Ugh.
Okay, so far it's 2-0. I've done everything.
You've done everything.
Characters and magic.
All right.
Never have I ever taken a picture with Mickey Mouse. I have.
I have.
Never have I ever worn Minnie Mouse ears.
I haven't.
You've worn Mickey ears, though.
Not Minnie Mouse ears.
So I guess you haven't. Never have I ever asked a cast member for a magic moment.
See, you shouldn't do that because
I don't even know what that is.
that's like asking for someone to like do something special for you.
My first point, I've never done it.
And
have you?
No.
I'm assuming because you don't like
No.
it. I've never.
But
I didn't know that was a thing.
You shouldn't do that because it's like, hey, do something special give me something for free.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
like-
how have we had that happen? Yes.
Yes.
Have I ever asked for it? No.
No, don't ask for that. Don't be that person.
Well, it's like when immediately what I think of is when we went when I was pregnant with Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a wheelchair because I have painful pregnancies. And it was mainly for like long walks through the park. Like I would, we'd park it in a land.
Enjoy long walks in the park, Disney park.
We would park it in a land and I would like go from ride to ride. But if we were walking across the park, I would sit in it. We were waiting for World of Color and it was the 60th and a cast member was like, oh no, you can come up here. And we all were like, it was me, you and my sister. And we were like, no. Like,
yeah.
I was like, no, I just have this because I'm like pregnant and can't walk far distances. Like I can stand for World of Color. Like, and we kept telling him like, no, really, like, because I had already had a lady. That earlier that day, there was a lady walking with a cane and she like glared at me. And I remember thinking like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
What, like, I mean, I was obviously pregnant. It's not like I was like a couple of weeks along. Like you could tell I was pregnant. Like, and she like looked me up and down, like in the wheelchair and I'm like, you can go get one too if you want. But anyways, so I felt, and he was like, no, it's fine. We have plenty of room tonight. And like put us up, but I felt
Like
so
up against
bad.
the railing.
Yeah. But I remember feeling really bad and we really were like, no, it's fine. It's fine. He's like, no, come on. Anyways. Okay. Never have I ever gotten pixie dusted at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Nope.
You have not. I don't think I have either. I remember one time we walked by, but they weren't doing it. I saw them doing it. So I guess I haven't.
You can do that for free.
I know I was going to do it with Georgia this time. See, because you know what I thought today? I was like, I've always wanted to do that with, if I had a daughter. I was like, but I always said I waited till like 4 or 5. So, we'll do it later.
She's going to be 4.
No. Babe, she is 4.
Yes. Well, I know she's 4, but she's going to be 4 this trip.
Yes. But still, I want to wait till she is really into a princess. She's Frozen. But
you mean to actually do like the
actual thing.
Makeover.
Yeah. Right now she's too shy. She wouldn't want to sit.
Yeah.
So maybe when she's like 5 or maybe even 6. We'll see. Anyways. Okay. Last one. Never have I ever cried during a parade or a fireworks show. I have.
I have not.
You are.
Because I'm a cold-hearted.
Really? You never have gotten like... All right.
I don't think so.
All right.
I mean, it's like emotional, but I've never like shed a tear.
Well, I am winning by far.
You're
All
just
right,
a well-versed Disney traveler.
Fun and firsts. Never have I ever taken a photo in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. I have.
Every single time.
Never have I ever rope dropped the park.
All the time.
Yes, every time.
Is the oldest up?
He's up. He's here. Never have I ever stayed from open to close.
Yep.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever lost.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Never have I ever lost something and had it returned by Lost and Found. No, I didn't have it returned. Someone stole.
You did lose something.
Yeah, someone stole Georgia's Jack Jack. Yeah, and we did not get it returned. Now, when we were there last summer, we were sitting out side of Docking Bay 7, and we were all sitting there, and Boston had put his backpack down.
Yeah.
And a cast member took it thinking it was lost.
Yeah.
And we were like, you just had it. Like, where did it go? And I was like, go check, go ask the cast member like took it. And they did. Instead of asking the people that were sitting right there, is this yours? He took it. So they gave it right back to us.
Yeah.
Lost and Found didn't give it back to us. So I'm going to say no. I've never lost something and had it returned by Lost and Found.
No.
Man. Okay. We can hear that, sir. Okay.
Sorry, I get your ice.
Never. Okay. Never have I ever worn a matching Disney outfit with friends or family.
Oh yeah.
We've done that.
We've been those people.
I don't have any plans this time, really.
I don't think we need to.
I only did it. I think I did for Disney World. I think I only did the one. I think I just did Toy Story.
Yeah. Yeah. We just had a Toy
We
Story
had
day.
all of us were a character, and then I had a Bluey day
Yeah.
because we all, except for Jack, had Bluey shirts, so we all had a Bluey day. But yeah, okay. This is the last section. Good night, buddy. Did you
night, bud.
floss and brush? You did?
Good job.
Good job.
Way to be.
Okay, well, floss. Yeah. Dad'll cut it out. Maybe.
Or will I?
All right, love you, buddy. Okay, last category. California Adventure and Beyond.
All right.
Never have I ever ridden Radiator Springs Racers.
Never. I've never done it.
Never have I ever danced in the Avengers campus.
Dance?
Is that a thing?
It's
Well, I dance everywhere I go.
Mission
Guardians,
Breakout, they do the dance
which
party.
I have danced.
I've danced at that too. So
If
I
there's
guess
music, I will be dancing. So
But
I
I'm
have.
just thinking of like the Avengers theme song and just like dancing to that.
I can't even think of it really. Okay. Never have I ever eaten at Lamplight Lounge. I have.
Yeah, we have.
Never have I ever been on the Pixar Pal around, even the swinging one. Oh,
Yeah,
I
done
have.
both.
Never have I ever visited both parks in one day.
All the time.
Okay.
Every single time.
That was it. So you got 7 and I got 3. So you lost.
I lost.
These were like, never have I ever seen Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Never have I ever been to Disneyland.
Yeah. Okay. We could go through the couples one then. It's shorter.
Okay.
Or maybe. Yeah, it's a little shorter. Okay. So we'll play it the same way. Okay. Romantic Disney moments. Never have I ever kissed in front of Sleeping Beauty castle. Maybe.
I haven't. Who you kissing?
I did go to Disneyland before you know. Okay, well, I'm sure we have. I'm sure if you look back, we have a picture. When we were first married, oh, absolutely.
Not now.
I don't have time
the
for
romance
this.
is gone.
I don't have time. The 4 kids are running around. Okay, never have
Romance
I
is
ever.
not gone, by the way. We're very much in love with each other.
Okay. Never have I ever held hands on a ride. On a ride?
On a ride?
What would we have held hands on? I'm thinking, because now we're always riding with the kids. Did we hold hands on the People Mover? Did we hold hands when we first got married on like
Probably
Small World? I don't know. That was a long time ago. I don't think we have gone alone since having kids, but I can't recall a time where we have held hands on a ride. I'm just thinking, I wonder if we did our first trip because we were newlyweds. Maybe we did on the People Mover.
Probably. I would say yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever watched the fireworks together. Never have I ever had a romantic dinner in the park.
Yeah, we have.
We have. Never have I ever said, I love you at Disneyland. I'm sure we have. Okay. Never have I... Oh, this is a new category. Classic couple fun. Are you looking for a picture of us kissing in front of the castle?
No.
Okay. Never have I ever worn matching shirts or ears.
We have.
No. We've worn themed. We've never worn matching.
That's true.
Like you had a Ken shirt, I had a Barbie shirt, or we've both worn a Lion King shirt or whatever, but we've never like matched, like worn the same shirt or had like the I'm with her, I'm with him. Like we've never done anything like that.
That's true.
We've done themes. So I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah.
What do they mean? Matching or themed?
You know, I see this shirt all the time and it makes me angry.
The like most expensive day ever.
Yes. Yeah. What the wife says the happiest or most magical day ever, and the husband wears the most expensive day ever.
Yeah.
It's like throw that thing away.
So I don't know because we've never or like the yeah, I don't know. Never have I ever shared a churro. Well, we usually get our own, but I think with kids we've shared
We've
one.
shared, yeah.
Never have I ever you don't like sharing your food, and I typically want my own dessert, but we probably have at some point. Never have I ever taken a photo in front of the castle together. Didn't we already cover that?
Yeah.
Never have I ever ridden a dark ride like Peter Pan's Flight or Mr. Toad together.
Wait, what was that?
Never have I ever ridden a dark ride like Peter Pan's Flight or Mr. Toad together. Okay,
Yep.
we have.
Yep.
Never have I ever screamed together on a thrill ride. We will not scream together. You scream, and when you are done, I will go. Okay. Okay, that's the end of that category. Oh my gosh, GPT. I can't ever say it. Starry-eyed adventures. That's this category. Never
sounds
have I ever
amazing.
gone on a Disney date night.
We've done that.
We have. Never have I ever watched Fantasmic or World of Color while cuddling. I'm going to say no. I don't think we have cuddle. Well, unless you count being so crowded at Fantasmic that you have no choice.
Yeah, I think we have. I mean, it's been cold. Well,
World of Color? Like you are tall, so you stand behind me.
In Disneyland Paris, we
Oh my
were
gosh, it
waiting.
was so cold.
We were waiting for the fireworks, and it was so cold.
Babe, Fantasmic or World of Color?
Oh, okay, then
Nope,
No.
we failed. I don't think so.
we are
Never.
not a romantic couple at all.
Well, like you usually are behind me when it's just the two of us because you're taller
Yeah,
and you might have your arm around me. Is that cuddling? Okay. Never have I ever shared a snack at Galaxy's Edge.
we don't share food.
We know.
We don't share black halves. That is
like why?
horrible.
I actually don't think we have.
No, I don't
because I
think so.
usually don't get like food there. Oh, we got another one. Okay, we're two down. I think
We are
maybe
horrible
three. I don't
Disney
know.
couples.
Never have I ever rode It's a Small World just to rest together.
I'll take a nap.
Yes, we have done that. Never have I ever danced or slow walked to music in the park.
No.
Well, there's music playing everywhere. So if you are walking slow and there's music,
I like to slow dance in Avengers Campus. Dum, dum, dum.
no, I guess we're gonna.
No.
We'll have three for that one. Okay, now the last category: Disney couple goals.
Oh, goals. Okay.
Never have I ever bought a Disney souvenir for each other.
No, we've done
We
that.
both have done that.
Because if I don't bring something back, you get mad at me.
Yes, I don't remember what I got you last time I went by myself.
It was nothing.
No, that's not true.
I know you probably got something.
Never have I ever celebrated an anniversary or birthday at Disneyland. We've celebrated several anniversaries in Disneyland. Never
It's a
have I
go-to.
ever gotten or planned a surprise Disney trip. You
Yes,
have.
I
I have
have.
not.
I have.
Did it end up being a surprise? No,
No.
but you did try to make it one.
I can't surprise you.
And this was before Loungeflies and stuff. So you knew I knew when I was like, I need to go pick something up at Target. And I bought a backpack. And then you knew I knew.
Yep.
Never have I gotten photo pass pictures together.
Yeah, we have.
We have. Last one. Never have I ever talked about getting engaged or married at Disneyland. I told you.
I talked when I wanted to when
I
we
know.
were
I wanted to get proposed to at Disneyland so bad.
but we were poor and couldn't afford to go. So
That was why.
also, I think your best friend
I
wasn't
really like
available or something like that.
Yeah, long
But also
story
we
that
could've-
has
we
nothing to
could've-
do with
yeah.
Disney, so I don't need to go into it. But yeah, no. Well, and there was the timing of when we were going to get engaged didn't work out with going to Disneyland, so I was like, oh, was that empty?
No, it wasn't.
Uh-oh.
It's just a little bit.
Was it like, oh, are we going to wait another like 5-6 months to get engaged just so you can propose to me at Disneyland? The answer to that was no. And then the first time we went after we got married, I thought maybe you would like pretend to propose to me again to make my dream come true, but you didn't.
I was just failed all
And
over.
that was 17 years ago, and I just told you that now. I waited all day.
No, I think I do that. So I have
Want a spicy version?
Ooh, spicy version. No, this is family friendly. We should not have a spicy version.
Or a long distance Disney couple version?
So I asked ChatGPT to do a weird and obscure version of Never Have I Ever at Disneyland. Never have I ever licked a petrified tree stump gifted by Walt Disney in Frontierland. Don't lick that.
What? Why would you lick a tree stump?
Well, you know the one I was talking about, like in Frontierland in front of the Rivers of America, there's like that petrified tree stump.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
In front of Rivers of America.
It's just like this weird tree stump that's there, that's petrified.
Okay. I don't know.
I'll point it out to you next week. But don't lick it, people. That's how you get COVID.
Well, but why would you even want to? I don't understand.
Never have I ever gotten stuck on the People Mover after 1985.
In Disneyland? Then no, definitely not, because okay.
Never have I ever said thank you to a trash can because I thought it said push. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense.
Never have I ever tried to count how many mannequins are in a small world before losing my mind.
No, never done that.
Never have I knocked on the door in Toontown expecting Mickey to answer.
Which door?
I don't know. Never have I ever gone into the baby care center just to see what it looks like. We've actually both been in there. And
well, I didn't go in just to see what it looked like. I went in there to feed my baby.
yeah, that's true. It's actually very nice in there.
It's very nice. Except the one in Disneyland is like old,
Yeah.
you know? It's like, I'm assuming an original building. And the doorway is very, very thin or narrow. So if you're carrying a baby and you have a diaper bag, it can be a challenge. That's all.
Good to know. Never have I ever asked a cast member what's inside the Matterhorn basketball court. That's because there's not one.
And what's inside it? What do you mean what's inside a basketball court?
It's a basketball court.
It's a basketball court. Chat, this is making me not want to ask Chat GB anything because this is wrong in so many areas. Continue.
Never have I whispered, Walt, at his apartment window above the flyer station.
I may have done that actually. So I'll do you there.
Weirdo.
Not that I
Never
thought
have I ever
answer.
played Spot the Abandoned Skyway hole. No, I haven't done that. But I
Well,
assume it's talking about Matterhorn.
Where it used to be. Is that still there? I don't think it's still there, right? I don't know. So no, obviously I've never done that.
Never have I sniffed the air vents in the Candy Palace just to smell the fudge.
The way you read that. Just to smell the fudge.
Just to smell the fudge.
No, because it's right in front of you. You can just smell it.
Smell the fudge.
Smell all my candles.
Never ever tried to touch the apple at the Snow White ride and jumped when it laughed. I don't know what you're talking about.
That.
Never have I ever sat in the back of the monorail just to pretend I was in Tron. This is Disneyland, not Disney World, chat. Never have I ever ordered something just because it was shaped like Mickey, even if it tasted awful. What are you doing?
I'm doing a podcast with you.
No, the cat was walking on my laptop.
I'm recording a podcast.
What are you doing? That was the last one.
Sniffing the fudge.
Sniffing the fudge. Oh, this cat.
Muffin.
Muffin
Cupcake.
cupcake healer.
That's her full name. If you know what that's from, we can.
Ooh,
we can
Kat
be
is
friends.
not happy. We can be friends, me and you.
No, if somebody knows what we named her after.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that was fun. Well, if you like this, then and you want more, just too bad.
I just cut out a portion because I just said that, but now you're saying it. So I'm going to leave that in.
I was just making fun of you. That's stupid. I'm not going to say that. All right. We're
So
not
next
making
week-
this an 18-hour long goodbye.
No.
We are going to Disneyland next week.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a recap for you in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the 70th. We are very we are very excited.
Mm-hmm. It's late. We're tired. We're blinking out. So we will fill you in all about the 70th, and it'll be fun. And you can follow us along on Instagram.
Follow us along.
Follow us along on Instagram.
Follow along with us.
Follow along with us on Instagram.
Yes, because we'll actually be on there.
Yeah, because we actually have something to post about.
We'll be in there, and we are usually, posting in stories and things when we're there. So
Yeah. Dreaming.of.disney.podcast is our Instagram handle. We're also on TikTok. We'll probably be posting a little bit there as well. Probably not real time like Instagram, but you get the idea. So until next time, we'll talk to you later.